Deaf.
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 Bye.
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 Death by Daylight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Death by Daylight. A very special episode indeed, boys. We've got episode number 32, Halloween, Death by Daylight's Halloween extravaganza. Happy high holiday, boys. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, buddy.
All
Waiting
right.
for midnight.
Just
Well, as we all know, this is going to be, a weird Halloween, let's put it that way, because obviously we can't go anywhere, we can't see anybody, but we're going to do our best to make at least your Halloween Eve, as good as possible, and thank you guys for showing up and for helping us out, and we couldn't do this without you, so thank you, everybody that's listening. We're going to go ahead and get into some fun stuff. First of all, like we do every episode, what's everybody drinking? Ernie, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a peanut butter stout and a dark and stormy, but for the occasion, I am drinking it with Myers dark rum.
Oh.
What is that? Nice.
I would fucking give up for a fucking dark and stormy, eh, boys?
Dark and stormy
Gibby,
is,
are you drinking?
Well, because one
yes, sir. I am drinking.
Go for it.
it's it's a
Go ahead, Ernie.
2 ounces of dark rum, like 4 ounces of ginger beer, and like half an ounce of lime juice. Wow.
Fucking UV's, shout out to UV, she
Yeah.
used to make those sauces, make them for us all the time. What are you drinking, Gibby?
So Ernie actually was able to make me one of those as well. So
Delicious.
I'm enjoying that. And I have a Guinness on the set.
Oh, little Irish stout.
Yes, sir.
Delicious. What about you, Jesus?
Jesus.
He's still muted because he was checking the audio.
I was. What up, everyone? Welcome to Death by Daylight. Thank you so much for coming out. We have a great. Wait, how far am I behind? No,
Did we
pretty-
switch bodies?
pretty-
Did we switch bodies?
What's going on, everyone? I am drinking Amaretto Sour.
Oh,
I have me a bottle of Bullet to shoot, and I have me some Trulies to drink tonight. So let's fucking go, boys! It's the fucking Super Bowl of horror.
it's fucking Halloween, baby. Let's fucking go.
I am fucking pumped.
Juan, what are you drinking, buddy?
I am drinking Jack and Coke and also having a mango White Claw on the side.
White Claw. Me and
Weird
myself,
combination, but
I will be having a Brass Monkey. I will also be shooting some Deep Eddies Ruby Red Grapefruit Vodka. Shout out to them and to the people, the Morrisons in Dallas, Texas, who introduced me to Deep Eddies.
Honestly, that
What
sounded
feels-
like a straight up like advertisement right there. That was perfect.
What feels, thank you, Gibby, what feels like a lifetime ago when I was in Dallas. Of course, a month ago feels like a lifetime ago. Time has no meaning. And that brings us into our Halloween episode. Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls, children of all ages.
the badass Billy Gunn. We are,
The road
Like-
dog,
like I
Jesse.
said-
I'm just kidding.
like,
Oh, you
Wait.
didn't know?
God,
Sorry.
we should have just done it from the beginning. We should have just done...
The
So,
new age outlaw.
Oh my
Okay, I'm
God.
done. Okay, I'm done.
Well, that's the end of it, so thank you. Yeah, so we're super happy to bring you, like Jesus said, the Super Bowl of horror is upon us. We are close to Halloween. We will be streaming until midnight because we are going to bring Halloween in like the new year, and I mean, it just doesn't get better than this. I mean, it does, you know, like if there wasn't a plague sweeping the nation, but as far as our current situation, it's hard to get better than this. So, and our theme tonight, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We've got 2 hours to fill, so I've got Halloween questions. We've got Halloween trivia. We've got all sorts of different activities, but the main event, the reason that you're all here, and what we advertised is that we are talking about Halloween. Michael Myers, who we have said for sure belongs on that Mount Rushmore of slasher killers, Mount Rushmore of horror movies up there, of slasher horror movies up there. So Mike Myers, man, we're super happy to be talking about Michael Myers, and we got the theme music for him here coming up in a second. We can only play a couple seconds of it because of copyright, but you got to hear this iconic song when you're talking about Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Oh, behave.
Austin Powers, if you're listening.
Obviously, we're not talking about that Mike Myers, but I've been having a lot of fun with that all week. Yeah, so we're obviously talking about Michael Myers, and we're not doing so. There's fucking 10 movies. One of which doesn't count, Season of the Witch. We're not ever gonna talk about that movie, probably.
Fucking hate that movie.
But we're not talking about Halloween 2. We're not either of them. We're not talking about the 2018 Halloween. What we are talking about is the very original Halloween, 1978, and Rob Zombie's first remake in 2007. We're going to be talking about both movies, obviously a little bit like we did with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where we're going to go a little bit of back and forth, a little tit for tat, and we're going to break it up a little bit. We're gonna talk about the movie, then we're going to go to activities, and we're going to talk about the movie, then we're going to go to activities, so we don't have this one chunk of movie without other Halloween stuff going on. So the first thing that we're going to first order of business here, as Ernie actually, do you want to do a rundown of your build?
I do, but I do have a question for you guys.
Go on.
Do you have the stream open right now?
I do.
Okay, because I made a little different waiting for a match thing, so yeah.
You want us to tell you how it looks like, essentially.
Not really, I just wanted to see if you guys thought it was funny.
Well, I've got the dancing Michael Myers, but I don't have. I have you're just on you're on a screen with a knife.
It should change.
Like it's the killer screen.
Oh,
It should change.
all right.
We're all on
I
a
see it.
delay, so this.
I
is
see it.
If you're not on a delay and you're already watching,
Fuck. I'm looking for it.
I'm watching it. It's
Wait.
Juan, fucking Josh.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
nice. Yeah, I love it. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too.
Yeah, so that's what you'll be watching while Ernie searches for matches, and he's going to talk to you now about his build for the Shape, is what he's called in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be a. God damn it! I hate when it does this. So it shows the killer staring at you, and it's pretty disturbing.
That's what we're going for. It's Halloween,
Remember
baby.
that first time I
Turn away.
played with you guys? Hey, you guys, he's just staring at me.
Oh yeah. So yeah, like I wanted to ask you guys: do you want me to be like the sneaky, spooky Myers, or like the one that kills everybody?
Mix it up, bro. Go both.
I'm talking about the first match, homie.
I want a bisexual Myers, okay?
How about
Both.
this? Treat the first match like you're the
Original.
OG Myers, which is more of like the stalkerish, where the second one's more of like a straight up fucking
Murder
savage.
spree. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I can do that. In that case, I'll do the fucking scratch mirror And I better have it. Yeah, I do. Try to go to fucking Hawkins. The build is pretty chill. It's gonna be. Oh, it's not that one. Wrong fucking perk. It's gonna be Spirit Fury, which, if I get slammed by 2 pallets, the third one doesn't affect me.
Oh,
And
that's very Michael Myers.
the Spirit Fury is going to be paired with Enduring, so you reduce the duration of pallet stuns by 50%. So he kind of just like, plow. And then just pop goes the weasel to regress the gen, and barbecue and chili to track him after I hook someone. And yeah,
What
Are you
what
able-
offering map are you trying to go to right now?
Hawkins, it's an indoor map. Every time I try to do this on stream, I never get the map offering that I put, but hopefully today for Mikey it works.
All
You
right,
don't have
come on.
Haddonfield?
Pray to Satan that it happens.
I don't want to play in Haddonfield. That's the worst map for a killer.
All right.
Uh,
So that's our. Go ahead, Jesus.
I was gonna say, I mean, you guys had called him the Shape on DVD, and also in the movies, on the closing credits, he's referred to as the Shape. The director said that he wasn't really human, he wasn't supernatural, so he's somewhere in between. So he just called him the Shape, and that's what he's listed on the closing credits of the movie.
Yeah, so they actually leaned real hard into that. Like people call him Michael Myers, but I think originally they wanted him to be known as the Shape, which is interesting. Why do you give him a name then? But it didn't quite work out that way. I think infamously he's Michael Myers, not the Shape. But I like the Shape better. I think it's creepier,
Yeah,
especially
I love
since Mike Myers is now not just that guy. But yeah, groovy, Shagadelic, baby. And so we've got P-Dubs, our homie P-Dubs, as Michelle so lovingly refers to him as Vanilla Bear. He did an awesome cocktail for us today. I don't know if it was something he was working on, and then it just happened to be awesome for us, or if he made it specifically for us. But he also posted it on his Facebook and on his Instagram. And you can go find that stuff. We'll post a link
I'll post it on
to
the
his
story.
Instagram. Yeah, I don't want to post his Facebook link, but we'll post his Instagram link for sure.
Yeah, I'll post it on the story.
Sweet. And we will go ahead and so this is his cocktail minute, and it's fucking cool. I've already listened to it, and it's really really nice. So here we go. Here's P-Dub's Halloween cocktail.
In November 1963, young Michael Myers was taken to Smith's Grove Sanitarium after the brutal murder of his older sister Judith. Where he learned to make this drink. What's up, y'all? Your boy P-Dub's back with ya. So, to start, go ahead and grab a cocktail shaker filled with ice. Add 1.5 ounces of Crown Royale, 1 ounce of lime juice, 1 ounce of a raspberry syrup, and 3 cut jalapeno slices. And add an egg white. Don't worry. Now shake fast and hard like your life depended on it, and strain into a coupe glass. Now don't worry about that noise you heard. Just sit back and enjoy the Sanitarium Sour. So, quick note. To make a raspberry syrup, just add 1 cup each of sugar, water, and mashed raspberries to a pot, and bring to a light simmer. Strain and leave in the refrigerator next to the body. Peace!
Nice.
Thank you, P-Dubs.
Beautiful.
Snaps all around for P-Dubs. Patrick, you've done it again.
Sounds fucking delicious.
Dude, he
Look
told
at this,
me
guys.
that he made one. What are we looking at?
Oh, Hawkins?
Yeah, I got it.
Nice. Sweet.
Dude,
Um,
besides jalapenos, I have everything there. It fucking sucks. I wish I had some jalapenos so I could make that right now.
He told me that he made himself one today and that it was fucking awesome. So I this is definitely one that I'm gonna try at some point. If we never get back to the bars and he can't make it for me, then I'll end up making one myself. But sounds delicious, tastes even better, I imagine. Thank you, Patrick, for your cocktail minute. And before we jump into Halloween movie stuff, our first category of the night, gentlemen, is going to be Halloween, other Halloween holiday related. and we're going to talk about your favorite candy to get in your bag. And we're going to start with me, because everybody needs time to think. Favorite candy to get in a bag, always. And we're not talking about full-size candy bars. That's everybody's favorite to get in a bag. I'm talking about like basically like normal size candy. My favorite candy to get in my candy bag was the flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Oh,
They had like blueberry, and it's like a Starburst for the other side of the freeway. And I fucking loved them. I thought they were so good, and they came in that big bag with like all the random candies, so people like always had them, and they bought them at Family Dollar. And I thought they were great. So, Jesus, you're gonna go next.
I was gonna say on that Tootsie Roll, I want to say I think my favorite one was like the green one. Can't exactly remember which one,
Yes.
what flavor that was, but yeah. It's funny you say that because in true Halloween fashion for today, besides my drinks, I'll show here right here. I have a big ass bag of candy right here, and my favorite for sure has to be those Reese's Buttercups. I fucking love peanut butter. I'm a big sucker for peanut butter, so Reese's Buttercups or even the Paydays. I fucking love those. I love those peanuts in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Not a big. Okay, Juan. Really?
Really?
Not a big Payday guy, but I do like Reese's a lot. Gibby, what do you got for me, candy wise?
So, this one's honestly still one of my favorites, like, to this day. Like, whenever my son goes out and gets candy. Twizzlers Ropes.
Oh, the
Oh,
ones you can
yeah.
like peel off.
Yeah.
Nice.
So those are honestly like my favorite. Like I would always like remember like grabbing them like just stripping them away, like making them last as long as possible, so that way I wouldn't have to eat another candy yet.
I do like a Twizzlers, but I like the regular ass Twizzlers. I like the consistency of that Twizzlers. Juan, what do you got for me?
I'm gonna go with the blades and the drugs that they would throw in the bag. I actually, dude, I've never met anybody who actually got anything like that. But
Dude, neither have I. But they
Mine
make it
has
seem
to
like it
be-
happens all the time.
it's
Check
like,
your candy. Check your candy. It's like, bitch.
yeah,
It's
and it's like,
also that other myth that like, oh hey, people are gonna be handing you drugs as you get older. No, that doesn't
What
happen.
fucking liberal media are you listening to?
yeah, what fucking drug dealers gonna just hand out fucking drugs like for free? Like, no. But my shit's actually Three Musketeers. For some reason, every time I'd open my bag, I would just dump everything out, and I would make sure to sort that out along with Kit Kat and everything. I would make sure I go through those first, and everything else was extra.
Damn, not a big Three Musketeers guy either. Not a bad candy by any means. Like,
Kit Kat's my favorite, but that for some reason I got those a lot.
yeah.
You bastard.
I think my favorite candy, like in general, is peanut M&Ms. But
Ah.
I really like. You weren't finding a lot of those in your candy bag, so I went with the little flavored Tootsie Rolls. So that has been favorite Halloween candy. If you're listening and you're out there right now, please let us know that you're here. Comment. Let us know what every question we ask ourselves, you can answer and let us know, and we will address it and talk about it. We'd love to have your input. Every question, everything we talk about with Michael Myers, everything we talk about with Halloween, always would love for you guys to participate in the conversation any way you can. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends that we're here. Even right now, tell them to come join us right now. We're here for another hour and a half at least, so we can bring in Midnight Halloween. So, thanks, and we are gonna go ahead and get into the first parts of the movie. We're gonna do something.
Hold on. I just got a nasty 4K, so.
Yeah, you were fucking them
Dude,
up, dude, this whole
Let's
match.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go. This is what Halloween is all about. 4Ks, shots, friends,
Drugs
COVID.
and
Let's
candy.
go.
Like how that Dwight didn't even see you coming.
Yeah, it's this build is fucked up, especially in this fucking map.
It just goes
Alright.
so well with that dancing Michael that you got.
Dude, it's so good.
I got that
Michael
because
Myers.
Alright, boys.
shouts
Pour
out
up, boys.
to Puppers because he's the one that actually has it on his screen all the time too, and I was like, oh, that's a cool thing.
My friend Big Mike is on the lines. What's
Yo.
up, Mike?
Yo.
What's your
my
favorite
friend
candy bar?
What's your favorite candy? Do you like Halloween, the movies, and
Do you
Mike
like
is
your
gonna be-
candy with drugs?
Mike's gonna be a dad soon, so congratulations,
Oh, congratulations, man.
Congrats.
Woo.
Mike, on that. We're very happy for you, buddy. And we got some dads here. We got 3 dads in this fucking podcast. Where they outnumber me and Ernie, who are not dads, but
Oh, you guys are definitely daddies.
You just don't know where your kids are
we're
at.
daddies. We're daddies. We're just not dads.
No, you guys are dads. You just don't know where your kid's at. I'm pretty sure someone out there.
Oh boy, I don't think I ever got one out. I don't know if I ever got one past the goal.
Yeah, slip the willy.
Mike
Can't
Mike
pull
says
out of the
Reese's is
garage.
Can't pull out of the garage.
Mike says Reese's is his favorite candy. Yes, slip the willy. Can't pull out of the garage. Thank God for that, Mike, because some lucky kid is gonna have a great fucking dad. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We're gonna go ahead and take a shot now because Ernie got a 4K. I didn't even explain the drinking game rules, so
2 shots.
I'm gonna do that now real quick. Oh shit, this shit's getting live. So
It's
the
Halloween.
drinking game
Drink
rules.
up, fuckers.
If he gets a first kill or a third kill, those are drinks. Second kill, fourth kill are a shot. And if he breaks a generator or gets a hook, those are also drinks. So feel free to participate if you would like to at home. Obviously, we expect you to get a little lit with us if you're into that kind of thing. So we're excited to do that. Cheers, boys. This first one, we're all gonna make a cheers tonight because I feel like I take it over too often. And I don't want to do the first one. So does anyone want to volunteer?
To Mike Myers, the other cool Myers. I mean, yeah.
To Mike Myers. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, baby.
Shagadelic.
Um,
Mike says, y'all are helping me stay awake while I work on continuing education for work.
nice.
Well, Mike, we're glad to help you do that. Jesus does that all the time, and he feels your pain.
Yeah. It's fucking.
So we're glad to have you, buddy. We are gonna get into Halloween. We're gonna get into Halloween. Like I said, we've got a lot to cover, but we've got a lot of time to be on the air here. So we're gonna do it step by step. We're gonna cover Halloween the movie, and then we're gonna talk about Halloween the holiday. Get you guys into the spirit, like we did on Wednesday. And our first Halloween movie, we're gonna do this a little bit backwards. So usually, what we do is we talk about the original and then the other movie or the 2 movies or whatever it is, and then at the end we tell you what our position is as far as like what the verdict is. This is not going to be that. This is not your fucking grandma's live stream. We're gonna do something a little bit better, or a little bit different, where we all tell you right up front what movie we liked better from the original or the Rob Zombie remake, and then as we go throughout the night, we'll have discussions about different parts of the movies that may have made one better than the other. And we're not trying to shit on either movie. I enjoyed both movies. I think everyone here, because we talked about this before the show, enjoyed both movies, but we have to pick one, so we're gonna pick one, and then we're gonna go through them. And for me, the verdict is gonna go to the original, and we will get into more about that in a little bit. But as far as like a 1-sentence judgment, as far as why I went that way, masterfully shot. Every shot in the movie is fantastic, and that's why. So, Ernie, before you get into a match, why don't you go next on your verdict?
I like the remake because I like Brutal Myers and Laurie's a fucking rocket.
All right, rockets are always a valid fucking reason.
I thought you were gonna say something like, "Yeah, it was a cinematic experience," you know, and
It's
You
me.
thought Ernie was gonna say that?
Fucking
Or
It's
rocket.
me. It's me.
it's
Yeah, I would have
you.
expected that from Josh, but not.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ernie.
say we didn't actually switch bodies.
I woke up
Gibby, what do you got
in
for me?
Josh Marines' body.
I was just
Yeah, it's
listening
Freaky
to it.
Friday, baby. It's my dream dick. Yo, what do you got for me?
You think Michael
for
Myers got a
me-
big dick?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude,
he's
he's fucking
huge.
7 feet
Like,
tall.
come on, man.
Okay, original and new one, like whose dick is bigger?
The
The
new one.
remake is bigger for
Yeah.
sure.
Tyler Maines, yeah.
Yeah,
This is
that's
a lot.
fucking. Did you see those masks on the wall? That's big dick energy, boy.
He cut the eyes out with his dick.
Kills Danny Trejo. That's
Yeah,
about
honestly,
enough.
like, who kills that? Like, come on.
It was
Dude,
good to
that's
you,
one of the
Mikey.
points. That's one of the points that I have for why that movie could have been like. That's one of my positives for that movie because that scene was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I
it was
hated that
fucking
it happened, but yeah, it was.
awesome. No,
I mean-
I loved that it happened.
I mean, him coming out of that part, you know, where the guards came in and they brought that bitch in there. Do you think he killed her? Do you think he raped her, or he just left her?
Nah, I think he left her.
I got me a shit bona fide idea, cousin. Like, nah, fuck those
All right,
guys.
I feel like we just shit on over here, Gibby. Sorry, Gibby, go.
You're good, buddy. No,
Gibby.
as much fun as the remake was, I still like the OG one just because like it took so long for the second one to even like get going. I'm like, I want the suspense to like start. I want to see what's gonna happen, and I don't know. The second one just took too long for me on that.
I have that point too. The origin story was just it took too long. Jesus, what do you got for me?
I'm gonna go with remake. Why? Because I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Oh my god.
Damn it!
Quick shitter scene. It's your favorite scene. Oh, just so you guys know, real quick, before you guys get more into it, I picked Tombstone Myers, so if I can get to stalking them tier 3, I can just kill them outright.
All right, let's see
So-
it.
See how that goes.
So you
Better
could put
kill,
that.
boy.
So you could put them. You could do a tombstone. You know that move is illegal in WWE now.
Put them in a body bag.
Dude, I'm wearing my fucking Cobra Kai shirt right now.
Juan, what do you got for me?
I love them both, but I'm gonna go with the original because what really gets me hyped for the original is the score. Even though the remake uses some of it,
Right.
the score for the original and the music and like the atmosphere is just it was hard to remake that. I'm sorry, and it was just fucking amazing for me. And like I still feel that Halloween has the best like horror score of all time.
Yes, we'll get into that as well. I have that bullet point, and it was unavoidable. If you do any research online about the original movie, someone's going to talk about the score, and they should. They should. It was
Yeah.
actually done by John Carpenter himself.
In 3 fucking days.
And John Carpenter, for me, is also going to take the trophy as far as like why. So I like Rob Zombie's director, I do, but I'm going to go over some stuff about that specifically where John Carpenter made the fucking thing. First of all, not till, but he made the thing, and then we've also got the original Halloween, just two masterpieces of horror here, and we are going to get into that. And so bear with me here. If there's something that you absolutely need to bring up, let's do it. But let's not go cover the whole movie immediately as we're bringing up bullet points. Like, let's try to stick to the subject a little bit. Although I realize that you're gonna have to bring in other movies or other parts of the movie to talk about the bullet points that I have. So we're gonna start with the first bullet point for each movie because they're kind of chronological. So for me, the remake or the original, the first bullet point that I have is that the kid is creepier because they're not trying to make him creepy. He's just like this very like normal looking kid, and then he murders his sister. You know what I mean? Like it caught me off guard more, and there wasn't like his parents weren't all fucked up like in the other one. That kind of stuff. It was like this kid's just a fucking psychopath, and he was just fucking born that way. And
Yeah, he reminds me of my kid way too much.
Oh, buddy.
I
That's not a
think,
good sign.
I think you see that a lot though with like new horror versus old, and like the originals. As far as, I mean, back then they didn't have the CGI to do everything that they have now, so you really have to stick to the storytelling and the way that you're shooting the movies. It's like I feel like with the original one, it's simpler, but it gives you that eerie, creepy feel. And then the new one, and a lot of new movies, they just really stick to, all right, how fucking bloody or how gory can we get? And I mean, both are really cool, but you really appreciate the fact, like with those OGs, where they're like, all right, this is what we got, and we're just gonna make it as creepy as we possibly can shoot it. So
Yeah, I enjoy the nuance of it. You know what I mean? I like the low budget stuff.
I think adding on to that, like the time of the remake, that was a lot of the time when a lot of gore and stuff started coming out. So they constantly just want, oh, we need to have it more bloody. We need to have it more bloody. Instead
Well,
of
it's
adding
Rob
like
Zombie.
that. Yeah, that too. But they also wanted they took away more from like the fear and suspense factor, in my opinion.
You're absolutely
Absolutely.
right on that. Because the original didn't even have blood in it and cuss words. And Rob Zombie's version just fuck, like for everything, which, I mean, I cuss a lot myself, but I felt that it was a little unnecessary. To just
Well, so I
constantly
have that
fuck.
I have that bullet point, or that's the first bullet point that I have for the remake is Rob Zombie fucking loves himself some white trash arguing. Like a white trash backdrop, like every fucking movie. You fucking whore, slut, you goddamn motherfucker. Like it's every fucking movie. And if you watch them separate and you don't have the other ones in mind, it isn't tiring. But having fucking the Devil's Rejects in mind, having fucking House of a Thousand Corpses, having fucking all of his movies and all of the white trash shit. Like this one, it's like, okay, dude, like why did Michael Myers have to do this, or why did you have to do this, Michael Myers? And
I thought
I
the
just
stepdad was gonna fuck the daughter in the beginning of the movie. I was like, oh shit, this is where we're going with that.
and I get why that's horrific, but it's like it's not creepy. It like in the way that the original, it's creepy in like a perverted way, but it's not like eerie or like it's just like in your face, dicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's funny because according to Rob Zombie, like he wasn't trying to go for like oh, Michael Myers' life was really fucked up. Like no, um, like this is dysfunctional to a normal level. You know, like I'm pretty sure a lot of people go through this. Just kind of showing you like how his life was, but I still feel like he really was trying to make it seem like, oh, his life was really fucked up. You know what I mean? But according to him, that's not what he was even going for. Which I'm like, you just turned an Illinois family, because it's supposed to take place out there, into a fucking family from Alabama or some shit.
Yeah, where and the stepdad is so over the fucking top. Like, come on, dude. Like, oh, your daughter's got a fucking hell of a keister on her. Like, that's just normal dysfunction. Like, no, it's not.
Pick it
Like,
up, bitch.
that's way over the top dysfunction.
My dad used to tell me that. He used to tell me that I have a nice,
nice dumper there.
yeah, he's like, God damn it, boy, you got yourself a nice dumper there. And I was like, thanks, Dad. Thanks.
You got a real nice dumper there, boy.
Can you just play catch with me, Dad?
I'll play catch with that ass. God. So those are the first two things that we have in the movie. So for me personally, that like if there's a scoreboard here, the original is gonna get that point, and then it's gonna get worse for the remake before it gets better because the origin story just went on too fucking long. It's half of the fucking movie. Where he's getting bullied, and again, super in your face, super like loud and cussy, and
your kid killed a cat. Oh no.
yeah, and she's like, he loves animals. It's like, bitch, these are photographs of him killing, and obviously,
Fucking backpack full of dead cats.
so neither movie is gonna get the points here, except that in the original, you see him kill a dog, and that's for me, it's the worst part of any movie. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be a part of it. And in the remake, you only see it like off camera, really. That he kills the rat, and then you find out, like almost indirectly, that he kills those cats and stuff. So.
He kills two dogs in the original, and I had read that apparently, and it's off screen. Apparently, the first one he kills in the original, apparently he ate him as well. So I need. Like, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I kept reading that, like, he fucking actually ate that dog, but I mean, you can't really see it. You know, you just see a dead dog.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I just don't. I don't ever know why it's necessary to kill the goddamn dog ever. Like, don't just skip that part of the plot line. I don't want it. But it,
I think
I
it's
think
just
they-
trying to show that he's psychotic, and you know how that's
Yeah.
a tendency like fucking Dahmer used to do. Well, he wouldn't bomb them, but still.
Well, I mean, they say that in the beginning of the Rob Zombie one. They're all like, these are early signs of
serial
of a
killing.
psychopath.
Something much
yeah, serial
deeper,
killer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the remake is going to gain some points here for me with my next bullet point. The kills are fine. Like they're brutal. Way more so than obviously in the original movie. You get the iconic shot of him like through the mask killing his sister, and he looks up and he looks at his knife stabbing and all that stuff. But to be fair, there's only one death there in his origin story. And then you move to the remake, and his sister dies, and the boyfriend dies, and the stepdad dies, all on that Halloween night.
I legit thought he was gonna go to the baby too. I'm like, oh god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and obviously they can't play it as well without the baby there. And you get the twist of Lori being, you know, his sister, which isn't like a twist at the end. You find out pretty quick that she's his sister. And that go ahead.
I don't know. I was gonna say where like fucking John Carpenter actually didn't like the fact that because in the original there's zero mention that there's any relationship like between them, and that wasn't included until the second original sequel. That was his sister, and so I was just like, fuck. Why? That's the only thing that I was like, why did they have to go that route? But once we get to the ending, I'll bring up something about that actually was interesting about the Rob Zombie remake.
So here in the remake, I also have, and again, it's part of the origin story because the origin story is a fucking hour long. I did like the bully kill. So the kid shows him a picture of his mom being a stripper. Again, Rob Zombie, Jesus Christ with the strippers. And
Hell
he's
yeah.
like, it's like, your mom's a stripper. I'm gonna. You think it's so crass?
He's like, I'm gonna suck her tits for a quarter. And I'm like, whoa, you're gonna titty suck for a quarter?
Think they
God
pump
damn.
the cum out of her
my
stomach?
dick for $1. No, that he's talking about his sister when he says that.
Yeah.
When he's like, I heard your sister's giving blowjobs in the bathroom for $1.
Yeah.
They pump the cum out of her stomach. I'm like, oh my god, like, not that. I mean, I'm not like a fucking prude, but it's just, again, it's like, you could have like a little bit of fucking subtlety, a little bit of tact.
I liked it.
All the. No, of course you did. Of course. You did.
That movie was made for you, dude.
Yeah,
Dude.
while I was watching it, I was like, Jesus is probably fucking having a great time right now.
I was
I'm
like,
jerking off
God
to
damn,
it.
Spy Kids. Shit. Dude, but I felt like in the in the original, I feared Michael for the, you know, and then in the Rob Zombie one, I was like rooting for him. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking kill these bullies. Fuck that. Like all these people are fucked up to you. And I mean, I'm not like condoning that shit, but like I was rooting for Michael.
Sounds like you are.
They
And
make him like a tragic fucking hero.
yeah, and in the first one.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, in the first one, it was just, like, opposite. I was just, like, you know, rooting for Lori, and I guess it wasn't more towards after he killed fucking Danny Trejo that I was like, alright, come on, guy. He was good to you, bro.
You're a
Well,
dick.
so that's an excellent point because, first of all, a tragic hero is a hero with a tragic flaw, not someone that goes through tragedy and then is a hero, but then like kills his whole family. Like tragic heroes don't usually kill their whole families.
Well, he didn't kill his mom or his sister that he actually loved.
Okay, you
He
know-
killed the assholes.
Well,
His
and so
mom's still kind
and
of bad.
and up until Danny Trejo, you are rooting for him. He does not kill. So right before that, you don't, because the nurse didn't do anything to him. The nurse that he finds, the security guards, you don't know for a fact that they didn't treat him like shit. Maybe they did, but there's nothing in the movie that even implies that those characters did anything to him. The biggest one here, and why I loved the Danny Trejo killing, is because he didn't have to fucking kill him. He could have pushed him out of the way and escaped. He could have fucking beat the shit out of him and then left him. He could have, and Danny Trejo has been good to him. The only person that was good to him out of the kindness of his heart, even Dr. Loomis, was good to him because he was trying to get this fucking book. And Danny Trejo, good to him for his whole fucking time that they're together. And Michael fucking kills him.
He only had 3 more months.
Well, and yeah, exactly. And at that point, you're going like, "Fuck, man!" Like, okay, I was rooting for this guy, but you can't really root for him now.
When he's crying, he's like, "I was good to you. I was good to you, Mikey." I was just like, "Ah, you fucking asshole. Leave him alone."
I thought he was too. I thought they were gonna play it off like he just like fucked him up and he walked away, but then he got that TV. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. I mean, just really takes a heel turn if he hadn't already there. Michael Myers. That's a good place. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got that TV, and then when you're saying about a heel turn, the whole time I was like, Kane, no.
Yeah, very Kane-esque. 7 foot tall, long hair, wears a mask. Doesn't get more Kane than that. And that's a good place for us to take a little break here. I mean, not like a commercial break, but
I got you guys
That
another
reminds
shot.
me, isn't the actor Tyler Mane a fucking, wasn't he a former wrestler or some shit like that?
You'd have to tell me. I didn't research Tyler Mane.
Yeah, he actually was. It wasn't like WWE or anything like that, but he was a wrestler. Holy shit. Okay.
So that's a good place to take a little bit. Michelle, what's up, dude? She said, "Sorry to keep y'all waiting, but I'm here to start the podcast." Gilbert then responded to her. Gilbert is Gibby, for those of you that don't know that. At your command. I don't know exactly, like...
So like, as you wish, of course.
Oh, okay, alright. That's what I thought about it. So, we are going to, not a break, like a commercial break, but we're going to talk about Halloween, holiday stuff.
First, we owe Ernie that shot. He literally just told us before we
I'm
started,
fucking getting there, Gibby, god damn it. Are you the fucking host of this show? Yeah, so we're gonna take a shot
So
here.
just imagine Gibby telling you that the way that Michael Myers is going right now.
We actually owe Ernie a shot right now, Josh. I hate to fucking piss in your cereal, but there's other stuff going on.
I just see that Myers, and I feel like he's looking at us like, "Where's that shot at, bitch? Like, where the fuck is that shot at?"
Did anyone else's parents use that? That's one of those things that I'm finding out that only my dad says. He's like, "Why do you have to piss in the cereal?"
Yeah,
like,
no.
apparently it means, like, why do you have to be a party pooper? But I guess only he said that, and I don't know where he got it from. But
That's
No,
hardcore.
my
I've never heard
grandpa
that.
said it before too.
yeah, like, why can't you just say "rain on my parade," Dad? Why do I have to piss in the cereal? There's gonna be another. Is someone else ready to do a cheers? Ernie's done it. Who's next?
Let's go to
Jesus
pissing
is
in
fine,
the
but
cereal.
get ready, Gibby and Juan. Start thinking of it now.
I'll go at cheers to. I mean, Michelle and Michael have commented both on their things, so I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us tonight. So cheers to Michelle and Michael out here right now on the
Big
chat
Mike,
with us.
cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Michelle, cheers. Happy Halloween.
I gotta ask y'all, screwdriver or pipe?
Go on.
Just pick one.
Screwdriver.
Pipe.
Oh fuck, Juan.
Okay.
Pipe.
Pipe. Two
Pipe.
pipe. Okay, pipe it is.
All right, I'll just go fuck myself then.
You lost the vote, Jesus.
With a pipe.
So taking a brief pause in our Halloween movie talk, going back to Halloween the holiday, we've got some stuff. We've got a question for you guys. So our next Halloween themed question is, what is the scariest urban legend to you? So we're gonna be talking about, for me, this question is Halloween specific because I always like, you're trick or treating, and as a kid you're thinking about all this scary stuff, and for me it was always like, it's the witching hour on, it's Samhain, it's like all the scary stuff in the night comes out. So what is the scariest like urban legend to you? We're talking about creepypasta. We're talking about super old urban legends. Whatever you fuck you want. I will go first if I have to. I'd rather not if someone
I'll
else
go.
is ready.
I'll jump in then. So I'll tell you the creepiest urban legend that my mom told me when I was a child. That it wasn't until like I was a little bit older than I was like, Mom, you're fucking full of shit. But here in El Paso, going across Trans Mountain, so she would tell us if we would cross Trans Mountain at night, I had to keep my eyes closed. If not, the headless jogger would come and take us.
Jesus Christ!
My
She's like-
fucking god.
She's like, there was a jogger who would jog across Trans Mountain, and he fucking died and lost his head, and now he jogs across at night, and then any kids who look outside, he'll take them. And growing up, afterwards, I'm like, you were just trying to get me to go to sleep for this drive home. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's kind of smart, but holy fuck, is that terrifying?
Yeah.
There's no way that as a kid they're like, close your eyes, the headless jogger's coming. I'm like, no, there's just that's not happening.
So, to me, that was something fucked up that, I grew up thinking was real until I was just like, God, I would ask some friends, I'm like, have you heard about this headless jogger? And they were like, no, I have no idea what your mom's talking about. So,
Fucking, that's a Northeast thing. I've never heard of that in my life.
Headless jogger.
Someone else want to go?
That motherfucker runs.
I guess I'll go. Essentially, for me, one of the things that's always like freaked me out when I was younger, because like me and my friend, we saw a video where like, oh hey, these people, they went to go stop and help out this girl that was on the side of the road. Again, always the worst fucking idea to do in anything like this. But then they're talking to her like while they drive, and they're helping her out. And all of a sudden, like, oh, right there. Like, what? Right there? What? That's where I died. And they turn around, and next thing you know, she's all covered in blood. It causes an accident.
Oh,
Oh, I remember that fucking video.
I always
like,
feared that because like me and my family would go on vacations like every year and stuff like that, and then we had a couple times like around Halloween. I'm like, I don't know, because I always thought something like that was gonna happen, but it never did. So I'm just alright, cool, I'm good.
I really thought you were going to say, because we picked up hitchhikers a lot. I was like, God damn,
Oh
Gibby.
my god. No,
But-
no.
Me and my family, we always pick up a hitchhiker whenever we see one. Like, that's
No,
it. Like, they're-
old Joe, he was a fun guy. He was a fun guy.
yeah, I thought you were gonna go in like the Pearl Jam Last Kiss direction. Where could my baby be? And then it turns out that she's a fucking ghost the whole time.
Yeah.
I thought that's where you were going with that.
she wasn't a headless jogger, was she?
Well, first of all, the headless jogger to me is way more terrifying because if you open your eyes, you're done for.
Yeah,
In the other scenario, you would have to decide to pull over and get and help someone on the side of the road.
Yeah, I don't know. I always had a feeling that my family was gonna be stupid enough to do it, but thank God I learned. Thank God I learned.
Thank God you learned, Gibby. Juan, what do you got for me, baby?
For me, it would actually have to be Bloody Mary. As a kid, I was fucking terrified of Bloody Mary, especially after watching the original Candyman. My brother used to fuck with me, and like he would do the Candyman thing, and he's like, "Oh no, I won't do Candyman. I'll do fucking Bloody Mary." So he would start doing it. I'd be like, "Dude, fucking stop!" And then shortly after, I watched The Shining, and there's this scene in there. I don't know if you guys have all seen it, but
Yes,
know,
we've seen The Shining.
well, I don't know. I mean, Jesus hadn't watched Halloween apparently.
We're on a horror pod. You never saw the original, Jesus?
Of Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I just got the OG and the remake confused in my head.
Juan's fucking talking
grown
shit,
up.
and it's not even true.
He's talking shit to the wrong person. He's talking about me.
You had never seen the original, Gibby?
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, anyway, in The Shining, you know that girl that comes out in the out of the bathtub and all that.
I don't
know
remember
that's
it.
not-
I've never seen it.
Well, for those of you guys who actually give a shit about horror,
Hey, Ernie, are you in the
God damn.
Don't
that
talk
scene
shit to me.
really-
I fucking love horrors, okay?
Hallelujah.
God damn you.
Yeah, he
So
just
anyway,
fucking ruined his
that-
mojo there.
Look, Look, let's go to the Red Parrot once it opens up. I got some stories for you,
Bitch,
bro.
it's open. Our mayor fucking voted to keep strip clubs open, even though all the bars
Holy
can't be open.
shit.
My dude.
What
go
the
do a
fuck are we
little-
doing on this podcast? Alright, guys.
Let's go do a little
I gotta
frying
go.
right now. Anyway,
I'm out. Alright, boys. Happy Halloween. I'm gonna go see some titties, alright?
I'm gonna go see some spooky
we'll
shit.
go, at midnight they'll probably have like a fucking Halloween thing going on.
We can't
But,
be past that.
Bro, I could just imagine like a bunch of strippers and then you just walk in a line, you're like, trick or treat!
And then?
I didn't think that far. Hopefully they would just like put their titties in your face
It's
or
like,
something.
I came before I thought that far.
I said, trick oh, fuck. That's it.
Okay, Juan, The Shining, for fuck's sake.
God damn, I lost my train of thought. But anyway,
Because you're thinking
yeah.
of titties
So anyway,
now.
Jesus, shut up, because you're making me laugh way too hard.
Oh, I want to see.
Well,
I want
anyway,
to get something else hard.
hold on. Well, anyway, that girl gets out and she's actually naked, so there is titties involved in all this. But yeah, she gets out and it's all fucking scary. So I used to associate being in the fucking bathroom thinking Bloody Mary and that chick and fucking Candyman were all gonna fucking come get me one day. So you know, you kind of killed it there with all with your stripper story. So I kind of.
I mean, Bloody Mary's a good
Bloody Mary,
urban,
Candyman, and a gang rape in the bathroom. I get it.
I think Bloody Mary for me was kind of ruined by Candlejack from Freakazoid. Like I really like once I saw that episode, I was like, I sound like a fucking idiot being scared of fucking Bloody Mary. Candlejack, stop saying my name. I love that episode. For me, it's gonna be Slenderman, which is like a newer thing, which is kind of embarrassing because that means I would have had to start being scared of it in like 2012.
Dude, I was pretty terrified about Slenderman when
It
I first heard
actually
about
was.
Dude, so there's that video where it's like, it's got the Requiem for a Dream music, the that fucking music is in the background, and they're just showing you like, look, this is a fucking picture of Slenderman, and this is a picture of all these kids that disappeared, and look who's in the back, Slenderman. And it's fucking terrifying, dude. It's fucking terrifying. Then you got marble hornets and all that other stuff. Anyway, I didn't know that. I mean, this is how urban myths are born, right? But this just happens to be like a more modern urban myth, and it was terrifying for me. It was absolutely terrifying for me. I in the same way that aliens are terrifying for me, like I'm still very scared of it. Just the idea, again, close your eyes, headless jogger, you open your eyes, he's there. That's terrifying for me. Slenderman, you only have to see him once, and then that's it. Like you're fucking haunted for the rest of your days. And like I walk a lot at night, not now because we're in the fucking curfew, but
I thought he only attacked children.
no.
No.
I remember reading that like you had to be under 18 to get attacked, so I was like, God damn, Slenderman, this fucking pedophile. And I was
his whole thing was literally like, if you look at me, you're dead. Like I'm never gonna stop haunting you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
and that's
I watched,
the thing is that
I
he
watched the
doesn't
wrong
even-
YouTube video then.
He doesn't even kill you right away. Like he stalks you or whatever, and then it just freaked me out. So that's mine. Ernie's playing. I don't know if he wants to jump in real quick, but
Yeah, mine's gonna be Biggie Smalls.
yeah, that episode 2 also made you feel silly about the Bloody Mary thing. Going back to Halloween, the film, we're gonna go back. We're gonna kind of get back into that. We actually owe Ernie one more shot, so let's do that before we get too far back into what we were talking about. Juan has not gone. Gibby has not gone. I have not
got
gone.
you.
Juan, go for it.
So,
Love it.
cheers to homies and alcohol in general, because it's personally gotten me through this whole fucking quarantine without going completely insane.
Cheers, boys. I'm sure a lot of people
Cheers.
at home feel that as
Cheers.
well, so absolutely cheers. Excellent. So, we go back into our bullet points. Kind of where we are on the movies is on the original, we haven't even gotten to much yet, honestly, because the remake takes so fucking long to get there with the original story that we haven't synced up yet. So, and we still have to talk more about the fucking remake because we're still not fucking there. We did get into like the scene with Danny Trejo. Before that, he's really fucked up as a kid. You see the whole mask thing. He fucking fork stabs that nurse. Fork stab. You got fork stabbed. And and that's the end of the origin as far as the fucking remake is concerned. We get to that point where he's not fucking dealing with it anymore. He's just goes silent, and then the Danny Trejo thing happens. Boom, he escapes, and they call Dr. Loomis, and him and the sheriff kind of become this little team trying to get to him. Now we get into the original because we're finally caught up. So the remake does some things that the original originally did. We get the almost exact same scene when Laurie first gets eyes on the shape, except there's one big difference which I'm very excited to talk about, and that's that in the original Michael Myers is in a car, and in the remake he is not. I love driving Michael Myers. Can I say that enough times? I love driving Michael Myers. I think it's so fucking funny to see him behind a car.
It is.
Like behind the wheel of a car. I think that it adds a lot because you also get that scene where the sheriff is talking to Dr. Loomis in the original, and Michael Myers fucking drives right behind him. He's like, and you see it like it's a very short glimpse, but like you see him in the fucking driver's seat with the mask on, and it's so fucking funny, dude. And then like right after that, you get what is probably one of the most iconic scenes in the original movie, which there's a lot of them, and we'll get into that. But him behind the hedges, and the three girls, Laurie and her two friends, have already like seen that he stopped the car or whatever, and then that girl runs and she's like, "Hey, pervert, get out of here!" And she looks behind the bushes, and he's fucking gone. And this is where we get a little bit of the blur between what is the shape, what is Michael Myers, because he's not exactly human. He takes a lot of bullets for a guy that would be human, but he is not necessarily supernatural. Maybe he ran away very quickly, but it doesn't ever show that he like flies or that he has the power to disappear or anything like that. So kind of human, kind of not. The shape, boom, perfect a nickname. We get boring. So how are you guys feeling about the original, like those specific scenes right now, or up to this point in your watching experience?
I think that it's fucking cool that, I mean, the original, what made it, and John Carpenter has said it, what makes Michael Myers scary is that to him he's basically just like a force of nature. Like there's no, you know how in the remake he has obviously the backstory and everything. Like Michael Myers is just like, he just exists and he's just like the embodiment of evil. There's no reasoning behind what he does. So like that's what makes him really creepy in the original, to be honest.
Yeah, and for me, the original. Well, to somebody else, other stuff you guys want to say real quick? No.
You go for it.
For the original, oh fucking Jesus! Oh, you did end up watching it, right? Today, like today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. So the original for me, and this is gonna be I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna fucking plant my flag, because the original Michael Myers is so much fucking creepier than Rob Zombie's Michael Myers. And Ernie said earlier, he's like, I like brutal Michael Myers, and I 100% get that point of view. I understand that point of view. But for me, original Michael Myers didn't need to be brutal. He was fucking creepy, man. A lot of the shots that are in Rob Zombie's movie are very close and loud and bloody and gory. A lot of shots in John Carpenter's movie are from far away, and they create different senses of dread. So in a Rob Zombie movie, you get the more modern jump scare, hiding kind of thing from these shots. In the original John Carpenter film, you get a sense of being chased, a sense of
Of suspense.
suspense.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like on that scene, like where Tommy's there, and he's like, "So look, the boogeyman's there," and like he's all freaking out because like he see him standing across the street, just like knowing that you're there, wanting to get there, and then the
I
next scene he's
love
gone.
that shit. I love it. I love the behind the bushes. The next time that Lori sees him is when she looks down from her window and he's standing at the fucking clothesline. Oh, that's so fucking well done. It's so fucking scary. It's really, really scary. Because it's something that you could be doing. You could just be fucking at your house, fucking doing laundry or whatever. You look out the window, Michael Myers. I thought that for me is gonna take the cake for John Carpenter. The cinematography, the shots that he chose to use, but I like creepy Michael Myers more than I like brutal Michael Myers, and I think that those are two like a good distinction. And the other thing is that Michael Myers in the blue jumpsuit, there's a reason for it in the original movie. He kills a trucker and he fucking steals it from him. It's not just like there all of a sudden.
That
and
happens
so
in the
I
second
really
one
like
too.
Yeah, but I feel like it was just forced in the second one. Like I feel like because he's in like the car wash, right? He's in the that's where we're getting with the fucking the killing the shitter, which I'm gonna
Hey,
let Jesus
hey.
talk about because he's really excited about
It's
it.
Joe Grizzly, bitch. Bro.
Please
I feel like-
walk us through the shitter scene, Jesus.
No, I mean, dude, I feel like that has to be the fucking worst, man. Like, think about it. Okay, first off, have you guys ever watched porn while taking a shit? Like, this guy is just fucking with a porno mag. Was that like a normal thing? Has that ever been a normal thing?
Pretty sure in the 70s. I mean, magazines.
I feel
were
like
fucking-
for
There
Joe
was no
Grizzly,
internet back then.
I feel like for Joe Grizzly, it's just another day in the park with the porn and the shitting.
Dude,
And my God, Rob Zombie loves him some white trash arguing. He loves himself some porno. He loves himself some shitting, and he loves himself some rape.
I mean,
And
you're
all of
talking.
those things show up in this movie.
I mean, when you talk about that, Josh, and you could definitely tell the titty ratio from the fucking original to the Rob Zombie one. Dude, the Rob Zombie one, there's tits everywhere. Like every fucking 5 minutes,
You get
tits.
full frontal nudity. You get full frontal in the Rob Zombie movie.
Which again goes to my argument why I love the remake so much.
Can we get to the fucking bathroom scene too with the trucker?
Okay.
Goddammit.
So, Joe Grizzly sitting down, taking a shit, and to me, I feel like that's very. Dude, I can't imagine like when you're taking a shit, you're trying to relax, you're trying to fucking let it out, you're trying to watch your fucking porno, whatever, and then just for someone to start fucking with you, like you have to think. Like I would, in my head, when I was watching that scene, I was thinking like, if that was to happen to me, do I just pull my fucking pants up and fight with shitty ass cheeks, or am I wiping and then fighting? So that's my question to you guys. Is it wipe and then fight, or just pull pants up and go fight? Shitty ass cheeks.
I mean, if the guy fucking breaks into your stall, at that point, you kind of don't have much of a fucking option.
Dude, shitty ass cheeks are the fucking worst.
Yeah, they suck.
Can you? I mean, I don't know if I could even concentrate on fighting with my
Yeah.
butt all shitty.
You just feel the fucking chafing happening.
I would say probably in that case,
Just
if I
got a
had
hot
just
butthole.
enough time, I'd say wipe first and then go with that. Like honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like prop my leg up on the stall and like wipe while he's trying to break in, and then on my own time get to fighting. Because yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Get a little bit of that toilet.
You
like,
got another
paper
fucking
shit
4K.
and just rub it on the guy when he opens the stall.
The,
Bitch.
I'd like to point out that originally with these fucking rules, the drinking game rules were for the first game. We can't be doing fucking
Oh no,
two
no,
shots
it's
a game
Halloween,
for 2 hours.
bitch. You're gonna take these 2 shots, all right?
No
I mean, I'm
balls.
gonna pretend, but that's
No
fine.
balls.
Oh.
I'm good. I'm right.
He's saying
I've got to host a show for another fucking 40 minutes at least. So
No,
He's
no.
saying you won't.
don't
Look.
say that to me, Gibby. Don't say that.
You won't. You
All right, here we
won't.
go. Here we fucking go.
Actually, let
Uh,
me go pour Gibby 2
And
shots
he
too.
does it.
That's
Oh, now
fine.
we're fucking
BRB.
waiting for Gibby.
BRB.
Well, keep going then, Jesus. With we've only gotten to so far. He breaks the door open.
He breaks it. Okay, and fucking Joe Grizzly thought when he pulls his knife out, like Michael was gonna stop. It did not stop him at all, and it actually fucked up Joe even worse because he ended up getting stabbed with his own blade. So part of me was also thinking, like, when the cops found him, you know how usually when you die, you'll fucking, you'll release your bowel. So do you think they thought, like, oh, he was shitting and then this happened, or like oh, he got killed and then he shit himself? There's just so much in my head going on with this scene.
Did he got killed and then he shit himself?
More.
I mean, you
guess.
shit yourself
More?
and you die, according to South Park. And
No, it does.
according
It
to
does
science-
You
happen.
think South Park?
No.
Oh my god.
Coming from
you ever see
a
Chef
health-
die?
coming from a healthcare background, that does happen.
Who watches
Yeah, I
people
know.
die constantly?
It
Who gets
happens.
paid to sell death?
It
Yeah, I
happens.
imagine. No, I know that it. I'm not. I know that it happens. What I'm saying is that I think if you just got done shitting, there's always more left in the tank. Like
Oh,
your
yeah.
your bowels are completely releasing. That doesn't happen on a normal shit. So I think you probably end up going more.
I think as a cop, when you show up, it's a broken stall. It's a man who just shit himself. There's a porno mag on the floor, and you
And
have
he's
to be
naked.
and you have to be
took his
thinking.
clothes.
Yeah,
With
you
a
have to be
toilet
thinking to
flush.
yourself, well, haven't seen this one in a while. Like,
Let's sprinkle some crack on him. Get the fuck
Just
out of
kidding.
here.
Well, I'll be darned.
I like in both the movies though, where like the fucking the doctor was like trying to warn the cops, and the cops are just like, yeah, we'll check it out. Like, well, come on, like
It's a
they
breath.
always they always dismiss them. Like if it was like, come on now, you're the third crazy person who said there's a killer loose in our town this week. Like, relax, ain't shit gonna happen in this town.
Relax.
I will say this: as much as I dig the whole Michael driving thing, like I think it makes more sense in the remake though, as far as him not being able to drive, because it's like, yeah, I give him a few driving lessons or some shit like that. It's like, dude, this guy's a fucking psychopath. Like, why would you teach him how to fucking drive? You know? But
I think that part. Go. Sorry, Juan. I'll have something for you when you're done.
I don't know, yeah, no, but I was just saying, like, I just think that's like, I mean, he hadn't killed anybody since he was a child. I get that, but I mean, according to Loomis, this guy never spoke a fucking word. He basically referred to him as like he had the devil's eyes, you know. So,
Do you think he drove correctly? Like he was putting fucking blinker and like
yo, you're not doing your parallel driving, your fucking parallel parking correctly, you
Like-
dumbass.
Like, do you think he was like fucking GTA, where like he was making sure he wasn't too close to him and shit to like scare him off, or like when he was driving by, he was like, shit, they're gonna see me, shit.
I'm pretty sure he got a fucking license because he seemed to know what the fuck he was doing.
I think that part of Dr. Loomis is consistent in both movies. While it's obvious the book deal or whatever, you can write a book after fucking 3 weeks with this fucking psychopath. Like he really did care about him. He wanted him to feel loved. He felt like he was turning the system was pushing him further and further away from humanity. He even says it when he's making that speech. He's like the Michael Myers that I am dealing with now is a shadow of a human being, and has slipped further and further away. When I first met him, he was a very charming young man, and so I feel like teaching him how to drive and things like that are something that Dr. Loomis would do to try to give this kid some fucking normalcy outside of these four walls that Danny Trejo has so much fucking experience with. And again, I'm only doing this because I love nothing more in these movies than fucking driving Michael Myers. I fucking him behind a car is just, or behind the wheel of a car is just,
Fucking Jeepers Creepers drive, so fuck it, why not?
yeah. Jeepers Creepers. Are you have your shots there, Gibby?
Yes, I have my shots.
All right.
In the original, whose car was he driving?
He stole a car
Dr.
from.
Loomis's.
Oh, that was the doctor's car. He stole it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It even has like the little logo on the side.
Oh, for sure. I was trying to remember.
All right, cheers here, boys. Someone had a cheers, no?
Cheers to
Dude.
driving Michael.
It's
Damn it,
on
but
Gibby.
yes.
No, Gibby had one. You had one, Gibby.
Yeah, it was quite literally what I was going with right here. To the madman driving Michael Myers.
Hey, cheers,
Cheers.
cheers, driving Michael Myers.
Cheers.
Ah,
Jimmy's also shooting
oh,
vodka.
it's starting to burn.
You Tommy Vercetti, you.
All right. Well, while we have you guys and while we're getting into some stuff and taking shots, if you are here and you haven't told us that you're here, so it means that you're either not Mike or Michelle. Let us know you're here. Let us give you a shout out at least, and get involved in the conversation if you care or if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. Like if I'm listening to like a podcast on my headphones and they were like, "You have to talk to us," like no, I just want to listen. So that's cool too. But if you care to, you can definitely get involved in the conversation. We're at the point now where we're going to get into some chasing, which obviously Halloween is very famous for. It's part of what makes these movies, again, they're different. We get a lot of shorter shots and jump scares in Rob Zombies. We get a lot of long shots and I'll go over some of my favorites of those in the original. But either way, the original chase scene with Jamie Lee Curtis is one of the most famous chase scenes, remains one of the most famous chase scenes in any horror movie. And before we get there, my notes that I have for Jamie Lee Curtis is that in this movie she's 20 years old. She looks 40 already.
Yeah, she does.
She looks like she's always looked 40. She's fucking 60 now. She looks 40. When she was 20, she looked 40. I guess it's a blessing and a curse, but
She didn't look like a teenager there.
But did you guys see her dance in True Lies with when she's stripping for Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Dude, I'm just not into Jamie Lee Curtis. I know what you're talking about, and I've seen it. I couldn't get into it. I was kind of like, ugh.
I actually liked it.
I would
liked it.
agree. I would agree with Josh on that.
Until she fucking eats shit. It's funny.
I don't
True
care.
shit, or she fell.
No, she fell. She doesn't literally eat shit.
Two Jamies, one Curtis.
Heather's here. Hello, Heather.
Hi,
Caesar
Mom.
is here. What's up, Caesar? Glad to
up,
have you,
buddies?
Caesar. We're glad that you're feeling better,
What up,
buddy.
what up?
I think we're feeling. The last we knew, you were feeling better and then not, but I think you are feeling better now. So we're glad that you
They
guys
got
are feeling
COVID
better.
too, so
That's what I'm saying.
okay.
Yeah, thanks for throwing his shit out there, Ernie.
Because he said that the symptoms had gone away and then they had come back. So I don't know what part of that they're on, but we hope you guys are better and we're very
Wish
glad.
you all the best.
Fuck
I
COVID.
feel like Ernie
Push
would
on,
just
buddy,
like
push
fucking
Fuck
Ernie
COVID
would be
19.
just like throwing people's shit out there. He's like, "Oh, what up, Mark? Hiding out from his baby mama. He's back taxes are fucking horrible. Anyway, thanks for coming out tonight, brother. I really appreciate you. Hope your baby
Hey,
mama don't find you."
I'm not Manny,
Bobby,
bro.
Bobby, how the fuck's your hemorrhoid, bud? Fucking no, yeah, Manny, if you're listening, defend yourself because you are the worst at that. Fucking motherfucker. There's one instance specifically that I might bring up if I get drunk enough, which since I fucking was told I wouldn't take these shots might happen.
Fucking
you still won't.
Manny in front of everyone.
Bitch,
Hey,
I already did.
Heard you caught crabs. How you feeling? All right. Cool. Thanks for telling me that in front of my whole family here. But
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the Manny story. So I went on a date with this girl.
Just kidding.
I went on a date with this girl. It was the worst date I've ever been on in my life, and it so happened that she ended up being friends with Manny's girlfriend. So, like good friends, not like acquaintances, like very good friends.
Oh, they live together.
So, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Again, Manny, let's not give away much information, but they were very good friends. So, and I ended up telling Manny, not knowing any of this, because he's my friend, and we're at the bar. Ernie was there too. We're at the bar, and we're at fucking $3 can night at fucking Murray's, which is always a shit show, so maybe there's a chance that Caesar and Michelle also heard this story while it was happening. But so I tell Manny, I'm like, dude, like this is a terrible date. I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing with my friends, getting something on my chest. And Manny takes this information. They tell me what's going on. Later, this is about a month later. We're at the bar. We're actually no, it must have been more than a month later because we're actually at El Velvet Elvis when this happens. So both ways, Caesar and Michelle are involved. So we're at El Velvet Elvis later, somewhere down the road. And Manny and Laura there, we're all there, and then Manny goes, "Oh, by the way, this girl that you went out on a date with, she's gonna be here." And I was like, "Manny, we invited you guys here. Like, why did you invite this girl here? Like, clearly I'm not gonna enjoy it." He's like, "Dude, it's fine. I already told her that you thought that going out with her was the worst date of your life." And I was like,
Oh my god.
Manny, this girl's coming here, and you told her that it was the worst date I've ever been on. Why did you word it like that? Like, she knows. She was there. She didn't have to get confirmation from you that it was the worst date I've ever been on in my life. And that's the Manny story about the too much information.
Fucking
Did,
man.
did he
You
make it
fucking
awkward like
leaky
when
balls.
she showed up?
Oh, it was awkward, bud. It
'Cause I
was.
just- I just felt like he would be like, "Hey, you remember Susie right here, huh? The worst date you've ever been on?" Like, "Oh yeah, okay,
oh
cool."
my God.
Oh.
Well, and like I just had to like stay on the other side of the bar and fucking. It was awkward. But I
Caesar
would
said, "Isn't that the day everyone called him Peggy to get back?"
that was it might have been that there we've had to get back at him for several things. There's also the Sarah incident at the bar. It's like, oh shit, it's Sarah at the top of his lungs. So we've had to get him back for several things. I don't know if it was exactly, but among that same spirit, fucking Manny, you leaky fucking vault.
We love you, Manny.
I love him. He's my friend, but my God, was that a bad fucking moment for me? I would give $1,000 to be able to go to that bar again and fucking experience that awkward moment. Because there were people there, and that is a fucking miracle right now. Back to Mike Myers. Speaking of lonely bastards, classic Manny. Heather says, "Shake my head." Yeah, dude, fucking you know, Heather. You know. So, back into the movies. We got some fucking. Okay, so I have to backtrack a little bit because I missed something, and for me, it's very important. Why did those guys take the girl into Michael Myers' room? Why would they do that? It's the biggest plot hole in the whole fucking movie. He's 7 feet tall, and he murdered his family. And he has 1,000 masks on his wall because he doesn't want you to see his face while he murders you. But you're like, you know what? We're gonna rape this girl in that guy's cell because it's gonna be fun to call him retarded. And then they sit there and they're calling him all sorts of horrendous names that I already repeated one of them, but they call him what is arguably worse than that. And they're just taunting him like, dude, he doesn't have cuffs on. He doesn't have any restraints at all. He's just sitting at a desk. Why is this the move that you make? Why did that happen? Do they explain it? Did I miss something?
No, they're just fucking idiots. That's why. And it pissed me off even more because one of them is fucking Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects.
Right.
I was just like, why? This is like one of the coolest fucking dudes out there, and they turn him into a fucking idiot.
Well, when he's there, when he first gets introduced to him with Danny Trejo, he's just like, "Hey, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll fuck this dude up." Like, I think it's just his ego got the best of him, thinking that he could just talk shit to him and fucking do whatever he wants, and like Michael's not gonna do anything. But
Yeah,
why would you take that risk? Yeah, like I don't understand why he would even.
And they
It
do
was
say,
dumb.
to be fair, and to be fair, I mean it was fucking stupid. But what they do say is like, oh, he's been a little sheep for 15 years. He hasn't hurt anybody. He hasn't fucking said a word. So, you know, but it's still like, dude, like, first of all, obviously, I mean, they're raping this fucking mental patient, which is already, again,
Fucked
Rob
up as it
Zombie.
is.
Rob Zombie fucking loves him some fucking rape. God forbid there should be a movie without rape. But
Dude.
but he
In that scene too, is that girl's first night there. Like, she has a long way ahead of her if that was her first night there.
Well, and it's not like it's implied. I mean, she is raped on screen.
Yeah. The first guy came quick, too.
Very, very quickly. Within probably 20 seconds, he was out of there. I
Yeah.
guess when you're raping, you learn how to come quick, because he got in and out of there pretty quick. But
It's like
Heather said that one of them was drinking, and I do remember that, so maybe a little bit of liquid courage?
yeah, he came straight from the bar. He tells them he's like, I sure would fucking hate to be called out of my favorite watering hole and then fucked, or whatever he says about that he's not going to get his fulfilled promise of pussy. Michelle says zombies Halloween films were distributed by the Weinstein Code. Yeah.
They were. Yeah, she's right.
Makes
Well,
sense.
I mean, what she's saying is that Harvey Weinstein is also a fan of rape, which is true. That's
Yeah.
true. Fuck Harvey Weinstein.
Are you
fuck that
saying
guy.
Are you saying fuck that guy, or like you should fuck that
Oh,
guy?
if they don't put him in solitary, he will be fucked. So I
Yeah.
imagine he'll go to solitary. Let's get off the rape. So
So how are we gonna get off the rape? We have the entire Rob Zombie film to fucking go through.
there's no more rape after that.
No,
all
there's not.
of the sex after that is consensual. Which brings us to Death by Daylight. Ernie, if you've got your fucking finger on the siren button, fucking hit that siren, because we've got a Death by Daylight rule breaking siren. Boom.
I don't think so.
All right, so
No, I did. There was a siren.
Okay. Hopefully it wasn't too loud on your guys' end, because that's happened to us before. But we obviously went over the rules. We've had discussions about the rules, about how you get killed in horror movies, and we've been over and over again. I love revisiting these rules. I fucking love it, because I like that directors respect it. I like that there's fucking, that there's weight behind these rules. So the first rule that we're gonna get broken a lot, and they pay for it, is in the remake. All sorts of people, well, in the original too, but just more so in the remake. Lots of sex, lots of dying right after sex.
What was the siren for?
The rule breaking, Death by Daylight rule break.
I was all like, what are we celebrating here? Like, no more rape? Cause
No, it would have been like, ideally, like if we had all of our effects, it would have been like Death by Daylight rule break.
I thought
then
you were
we
gonna
have,
go
like-
somewhere else with that. I was gonna Death by Daylight rape. I was like, God damn, Josh, calm down there.
That's a fucking, that Drake siren. He'd sue us. He'd be like, I don't want my name associated with no rape.
And be like, chill the fuck out, wheelchair Jimmy.
Yeah, so some rules are broken. Some very clear rules are broken here. In the remake, the only reason you get it earlier is because in the original, his sister isn't having sex with anyone when he murders her, but in the remake, she is, and the boyfriend dies because of it. Then you get literally 2 more couples. So I don't know if the sheriff's daughter dies. Does she die in the second one? In the remake?
No, she doesn't. Well, you don't find out that she's alive until the sequel to that.
Okay, so she doesn't die, so you still get 5 bodies based on the sex rule. And in the original, you only get 2 bodies based on the sex rule. I think there's only
Yes.
one couple having sex that ends up dying. Actually, no, I know for a fact that there's at least 2, so it's not really that big on the body count. But what you do get is, in the original, you get my favorite rule, which is I'll be right back. When the kid with the glasses and that girl are having sex, and then she asks him to get a beer, which is almost it's very similar to the remake. They almost do that exact same thing.
Dude,
She says, "You need." Go ahead.
I was gonna say okay, so the original compared to the remake, like, in the original he comes back and then he's draped as a ghost. Okay, whatever. But when your boyfriend comes back, fucking 7 feet tall, like,
Yeah, there's another plot hole there. She's like, "You seem a little bit taller." So yeah, we're
Shoot.
platform.
And it's funny you mentioned the rule thing because in the original Scream, when Randy's going over the rules, they're actually watching Halloween, and that's how they're going off the whole fucking thing.
Well, and so maybe this is like the first ever instance of that rule. Again, we're talking about 1978, so a
True.
lot of we don't have these horror tropes yet. But so maybe this is the original. I don't know, but we do get a rule break here in the original when she asked him to go get a beer, and he looks at her and he says, "I'll be right back." Obviously,
Never comes back.
directly to Scream and all the other stuff we've talked about involving the rules, he does not come back because that is not something you want to say if you want to survive. And he's killed. I think that's probably my favorite kill in the original. Because
It is mine too.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to explain why?
Well, for me, it's just the way it is, how he fucking stabs him, he gets him stuck against the wall.
Yes.
But what I actually think was more hardcore is how Michael just, like, nods his head, like, side to side, like, just looking at the body, like...
Yes, dude,
like,
yes.
Oh, shit. Like,
Dude,
it's fucking freaky.
I appreciate that he still brought that beer for that girl. Like he still brought it, handed it to her. She was like, "All right, cool." And she like opened, and that's when he killed her. But
Speaking about
well, no,
bringing,
she shows him her tits.
Oh yeah, she does. But speaking about bringing alcohol for your friends, I just got you guys 2 more shots, buddies.
Okay, I want it to be very clear that you should also be taking these shots because you're not fucking having COVID anymore.
Oh, bet. So yes.
No, he still does have COVID.
Oh yeah,
so.
technically, yeah.
Well, he should be taking these shots. I don't like that he's giving these shots for us because you should also.
Josh.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up and take these shots.
Josh.
I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do
Halloween.
Professor.
To the Halloween.
Professor, we have to take the shots.
We're only.
It's the rule.
Oh fuck! It's the rules. Damn! I just talked about that last night. We've also only got 20 minutes, so it's not that bad anymore. Cheers, boys! I haven't. Ernie, you haven't done cheers yet.
I did.
Yeah, he was the first one.
Well, then
You're
it's
the
my
last
turn.
one.
No, yeah.
No, Juan, you already went.
I already went.
Cheers to. You know what? I'm not even gonna say cheers. I'm just gonna say, I'll be right back. Cheers, bros.
Oh my fucking
You just said
God.
cheers.
Cheers to the fucking rules.
Cheers,
Yeah, well,
y'all.
that's what happens when you had fucking 6 shots of vodka.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love y'all.
To Rob
Josh,
Zombie rape scenes.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh no.
No.
Bitch, save your cheers. Don't ruin my cheers with your fucking rape. Fucking save it for your own cheers.
All right.
Yeah. So we get.
Wait, do we cheer? Did everyone take
We
their
get to
shots?
kill
Oh, yeah, I
the
took my shot.
boyfriend,
So-
fucking get
That's
stabbed
what
against
you're
the wall.
supposed to do after we get cheers, Jesus.
Oh, I'm still thinking about
Fuck,
the
you're
rape.
pissing
My
me
bad.
off. Yeah. So my favorite kill of the original movie is this kill, stabbed against the wall. Perfect one. You took the words right out of my mouth. The turn his head to the side and admire his work is the coolest part of the killing of these movies. The other kills are fine. You know, obviously the killing in the remake is probably going to get a little bit of an edge because the brutality of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Although I liked the subtlety, again, I like the nuance of the original. Sorry, that came out of nowhere, but yeah. So I like the original. I like that stuff better, but a lot of people I imagine would go with the remake. For me,
Yeah,
it was-
because it still uses that head tilt motion that he does, but just the way he does it is actually more. I mean, obviously, since they actually show like the gore and the knife going in and all that stuff. So, but both of them are fucking great, and this one I think both of them get the point.
Yeah, so we've got the head tilt. We've got I'll be right back. Then I've got one more shot to not liquor, but yes, but also I've another scene that I really want to talk about. But let's go to the remake here for a second. We'll do this quick bullet point. We'll go back to the Halloween celebration. We'll go real quick back to the movie, and then we'll get ready for our midnight toast, our midnight celebration of bringing Halloween and all that stuff. Then we'll probably go back to the movie for a little while, and we'll end the episode. This is going to be our longest stream yet.
So,
I'm very proud of what we've done so far. I feel like we've put out a really great episode, and so I'm very happy with it. But it's going to last a little bit longer than midnight, which is actually what I wanted. I didn't want to just like take shots at midnight and then that was the end. So
I have a funny idea for everybody listening. As we like continue to go on with everything and shit, I think we should get a survivor match while we're all pretty toasty, and we're all gonna play as Laurie Strode.
yeah,
I'm right there with you.
No, fuck with the killer.
Or
Alright,
we'll all just die. Either way.
I mean the timing's a little bit off, but yeah, just because I don't want you guys to all be playing when we're having to do the toast.
No, we'll toast and then like as a little like, hey, don't leave just yet. Watch us fucking get our asses kicked because we're drunk, kind of thing.
All right, cool. Yeah,
Drunk
so then
death
that
by daylight.
that means that if you guys can hang out for that, like the end of that, we'd appreciate it. So it'll be the toast, then they'll play a survivor game, which means we'll get out of here at about midnight and 20 minutes. And so if you can stick around, great. If you can't, we totally understand. Right now, we're going to do a little Halloween stuff before we get into another segment of the movies. And for me, so if you weren't here last episode, we did Halloween stuff already. So, like, there's obvious questions that I'm not answering, but if you were here last time, you know I already asked about favorite traditions. I already asked about Halloween stuff. So these are other Halloween questions. Oh, you have trivia, right, Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Dude, let's do trivia real quick. That's perfect. Instead of this, we'll do trivia.
Give me 1 second. Let me get my notes.
Fucking on that Reese's, eh, boy?
Oh, give me 1 second, Josh.
I wasn't prepared.
All right. All right. So for those who were here last week, I'll go like this. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. If you get it right, you get to give out a shot. If not, you're taking a... Oh, shit. Not a shot. I guess a drink.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
It's Halloween, boys. We're giving out shots then.
I had a little fucking tight butthole there. Fuck.
Right. Yeah, if you get it right, you give out a drink. If you get it wrong, you're taking a drink yourself.
Let's do it, baby. Death by
All right.
Daylight trivia.
Who's going first? Who wants to volunteer as
Me.
tribute? All right, Ernie. First question. Halloween 1978. The movie cost how much to make? 1,200,000, 300,000, 500,000, 100,000.
300.
That's right, baby.
Right.
300,000 with a gross of 47 million at the U.S. box office.
Dude,
So
fucking unreal. And that's why horror movies still do well, and like they make so many horror movies because the turnaround on the budget is just always good. Well, most of the time it's good. But
Ernie,
those
give out a
numbers
drink?
are unreal.
So I have to give out a drink. I'm gonna give a drink out to Michelle.
Michelle!
Oh,
plot
nice.
twist!
Nice.
Plot
Love
twist!
it. I love it. Dude, that's an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. Fucking, I love it. I love it. I'll go next.
all right. So the original Michael Myers, I guess original, yeah. So the original Michael Myers mask, since it was a low-budget film, who was the mask based on? Luke Skywalker, a clown, Neil Armstrong, Captain Kirk, or Mariah Carey?
Dude, 100% Mariah Carey. Obviously that's not. I'm gonna go Neil Armstrong. I honestly don't know the answer to this, which is unfortunate. But
So the original mask, since it was such low budget, it was actually Captain Kirk. It was
Shit.
William Shatner. So what they got his mask and they just painted it white, and then they made the eye holes just a little bit more whitening, because they were just like I said, trying to get this low budget film put together. So
And it
correct
cost him like $1.
it's like $3, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle says I'm gonna take a shot of Mucinex and a sip of my tea. That's perfectly okay, Michelle. We are on this show. We only pressure each other to drink, no one else. So please, we wish you well, and hopefully that shot of Mucinex does you well. I think that's funny. Also,
Definitely.
what kind of tea? I might have a
Is
I
it
might
a
have a
little-
little
is it
tea
a-
myself if it's decaf.
Is it a bit of Earl Grey?
Earl Grey's caffeinated, you fucking uncultured swine.
What's wrong with caffeine?
Well, I just literally said that I don't want any caffeine.
Oh, I'm telling her, not you.
I don't think she's drinking caffeine either. If I had to fucking bet,
Oh, fair enough.
but that's alright. Who? Gibby or Juan? You're next on trivia.
I'll go.
All right. Here we go. Let's get you a good one, Juan. I feel like you know a lot about Halloween, so let's give you
Yeah,
a good
he's swinging his
question
fucking big dick around these fucking parts.
here. Let's see.
Also,
here.
wasn't Alice supposed to be on this episode? Not instead of Juan. I'm not saying I didn't. But like, wasn't she also supposed to be on this episode?
Nah, she was just talking shit.
Yeah, it's not possible though because they share the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, go on.
You can make a second
So-
profile.
So these questions that I have here, they're based on the entire Halloween, all of the movies put together. So it's not
There
just on
you
the ones
go.
we're talking tonight. So
Oh, you
let's go.
asshole.
Yeah, fuck you, Juan.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
So how many movies
Ooh.
does Jamie Lee Curtis play as Laurie in the entire series? 1, 3, 7, or 4?
4.
And that is correct, man. She's been in 4.
God
She was in
damn.
Halloween
It was-
1978, Halloween 2,
2,
81.
Halloween H2O,
H2O,
Halloween Resurrection, and the recent one.
Yeah. So
Dude, you were so like you were coming at him with the heat, and this motherfucker answered so quickly.
It's about to be 5 as well now, so.
He's
go
all
ahead and give
about-
it a drink.
To be fair, since day one, he's been all about Michael Myers, and he's fucking showing it now.
I have him tattooed on my arm, so I mean, that was
Well,
my
also-
first like horror movie that I ever saw, Halloween. So
Alice kind of
Also
triggered.
on-
She's like, "Excuse
Yeah.
me."
You still
Yeah,
have
like-
that. You still have that
picture
tramp
what Michael
stamp
Myers
one.
is doing on the screen, and then just add all his voice to it, and that's what's happening.
I feel like Juan has like a tramp stamp saying that Michael's bitch, like right there on his ass cheeks. and shit.
Property of Michael.
hell yeah. No, I just have his face on my arm. That's all.
No, his tramp stamp is fucking gonna be property of Ale after she's fucking done with him right now. I don't know what she's mad about, but
No, she knows I love
Ale,
her.
what are you mad about specifically that you were supposed to be on and then you weren't? That Juan said you were just talking shit. I want
I mean,
specifically what's going on.
to be fair, right now this is like Death by Daylight party time, so Alec can come in the room and sit next to him, and you'll probably hear her too.
Talk shit.
Yeah,
Party,
Ale,
party.
fucking jump on, dude.
Come talk some shit.
She won't.
Fucking-
she won't.
Anyways, next question. Gibby, go.
Gibby. All right.
Let's go.
Who inspired the character of Michael Myers? Is it Alfred Hitchcock, Carpenter's son, Ron Howard, or a psychiatric patient?
Oh.
Ew.
I'm gonna say the psychiatric son.
Yeah,
Those are two
so
separate answers, Gibby.
those are two separate answers.
Oh shit!
Nice try though. He's like, I'm gonna say a combination of C and D.
Carpenter's son. My bad.
You're gonna have to take a drink, Gibby. So the correct answer is a psychiatric patient. You had it right, kind of, the first time when you had a combined thing. So Carpenter's inspiration for the evil Michael Myers is when he was in college. He went to visit a psychiatric institution in Kentucky, and one of the patients was an adolescent boy who possessed like a blank schizophrenic stare. So that gave Carpenter the idea of the 6-year-old child with that blank, pale, emotionless face, devil eyes, because he had seen him there at the psychiatric ward. Which I'll bring up into. So for those who don't know, I have a medical background, nursing. When I was doing clinicals, I went to a psychiatric ward so we could do for mental health. And there was this 12-year-old boy that I was there working with. And we're just like coloring like in this fucking coloring book or whatever, and I'm thinking like, what's wrong with this kid? Like, he just seems like a normal 12-year-old kid, and I vividly remember this, and I'm not gonna say his name or anything. And we're just coloring and shit like that, and then one of the instructors telling me like, hey, you better be careful with this kid. Like, make sure you keep a close eye on him. And I'm like, why? I was like, well, because he murdered his mom and his sister.
Holy fucking shit.
And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, dude, like he can go really psychotic and like really angry. And then background on that guy is like his mom and sister were asleep, and one night he just fucking stabbed them. Like he just killed both of them in the middle of the night. And I was just like, I'm just coloring with this kid. He seems like a normal 12-year-old kid. So,
I hate to
crazy
use
shit.
these words to fucking describe a double murder, but that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, it was fucking crazy, bro.
That's fucking sweet that you got.
That sounds like a
experience.
fantastic time.
Oh, shit!
Juan's voice
Ladies and
changed.
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, making her Death by Daylight debut,
Ale.
Ale.
Heather, get down here. Get on this episode too.
Fucking do it. Let's get them both on here. Ale.
You don't
Fucking
want
what-
Heather and me on this same fucking podcast.
All right, next question. It's Ala's question. Let's go.
All right, let's go here. I'll give you somewhat of an easy one, Ale.
Ooh, he calling you a bitch.
By 2018, how many Halloween films have been made? 11, 6, 9, or 15?
What is the 11, 6, 9, or 15?
Yeah,
11? I don't know.
that's right.
Is it?
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Between 1978 and 2018, there's been 11 films for Halloween.
Here's the kick. Wait, hold up. Here's the kicker. Since she's making her Death by Daylight debut, who is she giving a shout out to?
Oh, I'm down. I'm about it.
A
Give a
shout
shout
out
out.
to?
No, a shot. Give a shout out to somebody.
Oh, I thought a shout out. I was like, is this what we're doing?
No.
What's up, guys?
I'm
Hi,
gonna
Heather.
give it to
Holy
my girlfriend
shit.
Heather.
Damn.
What an episode.
Heather gets on the mic and gets a shot.
I got a
Immediately
shot.
fucked it.
Hold on. I don't know about
Ale.
a shot.
It's a
Ale
shot.
just gave you a
she
shot,
gave you a
dude.
shot, girl. I'm sorry.
Fucking Ale. All right. Cheers,
Well,
guys.
Just so you
Well,
know, Heather,
cheers.
you have the next question coming up. You can answer this
Making-
correctly and give it back to her.
And again, a proper introduction, making her Death by Daylight debut. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather.
Burp, burp.
Snaps.
Wait, where's the air horn?
Snaps. Hit him with it.
There we go.
All right,
Am I giving you a question?
Yeah,
don't
one
know.
more question. One more question to Heather, and then we'll get into our countdown to our
All right.
Halloween.
I got a question here for Heather then. What was the original title of Halloween? Is it The Masked Murderer, All Hallows Eve, Michael's Revenge, or The Babysitter Murders?
Ooh.
Is it All Hallows Eve?
Nope.
Damn,
It's The
The
Babysitter
Babysitter
Murders.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
So Heather, you gotta take a drink.
Oh my god.
All right, so this is a perfect time. Maybe we'll have some trivia after midnight. I think it's just has at least a couple more questions. But this is a perfect time to get our. I'm gonna ask the girls a couple questions about Halloween. We're gonna count down to midnight so we can bring in Halloween with you guys. If you guys on the chat, if you want to, anything you want to say, we'll fucking say it if you type it out. But if you want to fucking tell us about your favorite Halloweens, or you just want to put out a cheers, we'll do your cheers. Whatever you want to fucking put out there, we'll say. Ali, your favorite Halloween tradition?
My favorite Halloween tradition. Well,
And don't say fuck Juan, alright?
I was about to say I can't say it. I mean, okay. My favorite Halloween tradition. What? How far? Am I allowed to say things on here?
You can say whatever.
Dude, you can say whatever the fuck
Is
you
Juan
want.
They
murdering
talk about
this
so
pussy?
much.
Hey-o!
What?
That's disgusting.
You don't want me on this podcast.
That's such a great tradition.
I actually like it a lot better than Juan. Juan, you're off, buddy. Sorry.
And our child was conceived on Halloween, so
Oh, that's
Aw.
actually really sweet.
That's
Nice.
funny because we actually found out we were pregnant on Halloween.
Oh my god, you guys are really
we're
connected.
meant to be, Heather.
Juan, did you wear the Michael Myers mask like in the remake?
We definitely
I did.
lost a viewer at Murder This Pussy. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Heather, what is your favorite Halloween tradition?
I don't know. Honestly, I think my favorite
Blow me.
part...
She's gonna have to say blow me.
No. I'm gonna sound like such a total fat ass, but my favorite part is after carving pumpkins when we make the pumpkin seeds.
Yes.
It's the
Ooh,
best
yeah.
part of Halloween.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm pretty pissed that I couldn't
that's
be
a great
around
answer.
anybody during that time because that's COVID, and I really wanted some pumpkin seeds.
I
Followed by
love
blow
pumpkin
me.
seeds.
That was like the follow-up
Oh
question.
yeah, close second.
Close second.
Wink.
Well, so we're coming down to the countdown here. Everyone's gonna make a toast again. It can be wholesome, it can be funny. I don't give a fuck. But we're all gonna have a little toast here, and man, it's been really nice spending Halloween Eve with you guys because we're in a very depressing time. But this has been really really nice, and fucking we picked a great topic because these movies were fucking sweet. Yeah. So we'll wait here a couple seconds. I'm literally looking at the clock, waiting for it to change, but I don't.
Are we all gonna say a cheers and then at midnight we'll just all actually like just say the last cheers and then just drink together?
Well, it just turned midnight, so the first thing we're gonna do is just say Happy Halloween,
Happy
everybody at
Halloween.
home,
Happy
everybody
Halloween.
listening. We fucking love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on Halloween's Eve. We hope you have a wonderful, safe fucking Halloween, and man, Halloween on a Saturday, fucking Jesus Christ, what a year. But yeah, so we'll go around in a circle, and everyone will say their Halloween cheers. We'll start with Ernie because I imagine he has to start getting the Survivor game ready.
Well, no, we're ready. We're just waiting for the go ahead.
Well, go first anyway. Also, you're still on the Michael Myers screen.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cheers to anybody and everybody listening, anybody and everybody here. Happy Halloween. Fuck COVID.
All right, Gibby. Yeah.
So cheers to Halloween, having fun with all you crazy fucks, and just a hopefully a better fucking year and getting past all this COVID shit. Cheers.
All right.
I just want to say it again. Wu-Tang forever.
Fucking love it. I'm all about it. Let's go with Juan. What do you got for me?
Nothing.
All right. He's dead. No, I think they're having to switch microphones. But if
No, they're
Ollie,
making
you
that
wanna go-
second kid.
Oh yeah,
Halloween tradition.
they're already getting on that Halloween tradition. Good for them. Quick on the trigger, boy.
It's my turn to cheer now.
Yeah, you cheers.
I was kidnapped for a second.
He's
in
like,
my
you
own-
fucking cockblocks.
Nah, I do want to give a cheers to. I don't know if you guys have already said since I didn't have the headset on, but to all of you guys. Like I said earlier, basically it's similar to what I said earlier that without homies and alcohol, this year would have been a lot more insane than it is. But cheers to my child, actually, because he was conceived on Halloween.
Ew.
Oh, cheers to Jonathan.
All right, Jesus, what's good?
Yeah, well, we need Ale, we need Jesus, and we need Heather, and then me. So
What?
Mine will be a little sentimental, not so much, but I mean, I feel like it's been a crazy fucking year, and I felt like really this year you got to see who are real friends, who are just acquaintances. So I'm super glad to be on this podcast with you guys. I'm super glad to get closer with every and single one of you. Thank you guys for all there who's watching. I really appreciate it, and fucking cheers. It's been a crazy year, but to good friends all around right here.
You were supposed to say go Dodgers.
pussy.
I'm a
Ale,
Rangers fan, so no.
boom, fucking Rangers, baby. Fuck the fucking Dodgers. Ale, your Halloween cheers.
Who's fucking Scottish as
Um,
fuck?
I'm
well,
playing Old Lang
I
Syne.
am, but that's not the point.
Ale, your Halloween cheers.
I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet and say Happy Halloween to all the witches and bitches out there.
Witches and bitches, love
it.
it.
That's
Air
fucking
horn.
gangster as fuck. Heather, what you got for me?
Well, I'm just gonna say cheers to losing my Death by Daylight virginity on Halloween, guys.
Yes,
shit.
beautiful.
And we lost
Losing
you
virginity,
together,
that's it. That's how
Heather.
you make yourself a target.
And
in,
yeah, I'm gonna be
horror
the next
film.
one to die in a horror film.
All right, so that leaves me. Man, what a fucking year it's been. We've been doing this podcast since March, and that in itself is kind of a crazy accomplishment. I couldn't ask to do it with better people. We've kind of, we all have our own families and our own friends and our own lives, and throughout this process, we have all kind of come together, and been in the moments where we could see each other, and when things weren't as bad, we only saw each other for safety reasons, and so I've spent a lot of this fucking shitty ass year with some pretty amazing people. And I don't know how many people can say that. I hope all of you at home can. But for fuck's sake, it's really saved my life. And I'm sure a lot of other people here as well. Like Juan said, I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, it would have been a lot worse. And I can't thank you guys enough for being here. I can't thank our audience enough for listening. And happy fucking Halloween. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Let's go, guys.
Oh, shit. All right. Michelle, since I said I would read everything anybody put, she put skull pumpkin, skull jack-o'-lantern, skull jack-o'-lantern, skull jack-o'-lantern. Cheers, Michelle. Thank you for always listening. Thank you for participating in the conversation. Big Mike, if you're still out there, thank you. Eric, I know you're listening, so cheers to you, buddy. And yeah, so they're going to go ahead and get into a survivor match where they're all going to play the same person, which is obviously Lori from these movies, Jamie Lee Curtis / whoever that rocket is. Michelle says, "Happy Halloween! Thank you, gents, for the good times, dude. Thank you. Again, we wouldn't be here without people like you that listen every week. Man, I love Halloween. I love spooky shit. That's why we do this fucking podcast, because we all have a common love. Someone has an echo like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I
hear
hate
it
to
too.
fucking. It's very very loud. There it is. Thank you. No, it's still there. That's okay. So, like we said, we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for showing up every week. We plan to continue doing this. We're gonna undergo a couple of changes here in the near future, but we're hoping that they're at least mild. And we're actually looking into just making the show as keep improving. I mean, we feel like we've improved since the beginning. A little bit of ups and downs with the COVID and everything else, but we really feel good about the direction we're going in. I feel great about this episode, man. I really was worried about doing a 2-hour episode, 2 hours plus, because of, it's just hard, but we haven't even gotten to the end of the movies. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get into the end game here. This is a Survivor game. I'm going to be talking to myself a lot, I imagine, because they're going to be playing, but that's okay because I talk a lot. So if you guys are like not in a critical moment and you feel like you want to jump in, please do. But we're going to go ahead and talk about the endings of these movies, and then once they're out of the game, we'll get some last thoughts on the movies, and then we'll get to an actual exit for all of us.
Also, because of this episode, I think I'm going to keep Dancing Myers there for every match or every stream.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty fucking sweet. He's definitely a great addition to this episode, and hopefully episodes moving forward. So, with the remake, because the third movement of this podcast is going to be capped off with me talking about how perfect the original was. But to end the remake here, and I hope that you guys, feel the need to chime in at some point, I didn't like the ending of this movie.
Yeah, no, it was a straight like cliffhanger. In all honesty, I was just like,
I do want to mention something about the ending that.
Go on, Dafte.
By the way, I'm back. So when I first saw the remake for Halloween, I remember I actually downloaded it. So illegally, yes, I'm sorry, but
You didn't have to say that.
They actually had.
You heard him, FBI. Get this man.
Get this man.
Get this
So anyway,
fucking pirate.
I downloaded that version, and then I saw it, and I ended up seeing the ending, and I love the ending. Only to find out later on that the ending that pirated version had was actually the alternate ending. It actually wasn't the theatrical version, the one that everybody saw. I mean, it's included in the DVD extras, but I actually like that ending so much better, because yes, the ending to the original film is a lot better, but this one, the ending was basically Michael is holding Lori with a knife, right? And Dr. Loomis shows up, and he's basically begging Michael to let it go, like, let it go, that's your sister. And he tells him, like, I failed you, like, everything is the way it is because of me, this is my fault. And you start seeing, like, little flashback scenes of when she was a baby and he's holding her and all that stuff. And Michael actually lets her go. He lets her go, and he drops the knife, and then the cops just fucking shoot him. Pa, 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 pa. And then when they show his face, you just hear like a playback of one of the scenes where he's introducing himself to the doctor for the first time. He's like, "Hi, my name is Michael, blah blah blah." And I actually thought that ending was a lot better than the one that the official one.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, I like, that's the first time that I'm hearing about that, but I really feel like the original ending, there was just a lot to be desired, and I'm not even just talking about the actual ending, I'm talking about, like, the ending, probably the last 10 minutes. The chase, as far as Lori is concerned, is not nearly as good, and this is specifically what I'm talking about when we're talking about short shots versus long shots. It's a lot of very close, you're gonna hear him instead of see him, and that kind of thing, and I just didn't enjoy it nearly as much. And I thought that this is the biggest failure of the Rob Zombie movie, is we get into a place where you really start to be able to look at the original movie and say, man, John Carpenter got this very right, and Rob Zombie didn't do this that well, because, so if we're referring to Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie movie, we're saying brutal Myers. And that, for me, isn't super present at the end. I mean, yeah, he's brutal or whatever, but it's only one person that he's trying to kill, and he doesn't kill them. And so you lose that, and all of a sudden you just get this big oaf that can't quite figure out what to do the one thing that he's supposed to be doing. Then you move to the John Carpenter thing, and you get a lot of really great chase, but you get this super iconic moment. You get she she stabs him with the hair. We get the moment that was broadcast at the beginning, like of the loading screen, where he's breaking into the closet again. Super iconic scene in this movie. He's breaking into the closet. Laurie stabs him in the eye, and she stabs him in the chest, which again makes him pass out. She tells the kids to go and run and get help, and Dr. Loomis happens to be walking by. He walks in, but in the meantime, she's upstairs. She thinks it's over, and Michael Myers does the Undertaker get up off the floor. I mean, he
So
does
fucking awesome.
He that scene is so fucking sick, and it's things like that that make you even wonder why the original was remade. Just keep doing other stuff. I don't know, but the end of the Rob Zombie movie doesn't have any of that. It doesn't have that scene, but it doesn't have any of the he shoots him. He does get shot in the remake, granted, and Loomis shoots him. But in the original, he gets shot 5 times, and he falls off the railing, and then Loomis goes back, and he's gone. It's just so fucking good, man. John Carpenter absolutely nailed this movie. As far as horror movies, as far as especially horror movies from that era, this is a fucking 9.5 out of 10. And Rob Zombie, for me, in his era, it's like a 7. It's like a 7, maybe an 8. Most likely a 7. I'm not even gonna give it an 8. Maybe like a 7.5. But for me, it's a 7. It's a 7 in modern horror. There's a lot of movies from that year. Maybe not so much, but let's say from 2005 to now, there's a lot of horror movies that I like better than the Halloween remake. And as far as movies from that era, John Carpenter, the only horror movie I like more from that era is another John Carpenter movie, and that's The Fucking Thing. So it's hard for me to, again, I'm not trying to shit on the remake. I kind of went hard on Rob Zombie today, but I prefaced that with the fact that I really like Rob Zombie. I like his movies. I mean, I like his music, sure, but we're just talking about him as director. I like his movies, man. House of a Thousand Corpses, awesome. Devil's Rejects, awesome. There's a movie, Caesar and Michelle, if you're still listening, Ernie and I, when we were allowed, we went to go eat at El Velvet Elvis,
31.
and you guys were playing, what?
31.
31, that's the movie, sorry. Michelle and Caesar, you don't have to answer anymore, but we watched 31 at El Velvet Elvis. Dude, great movie. Again, super creepy, and I mean, a lot of the same themes, white trash and cussing.
I love
and
the casting in the remake a lot. Mainly because the sheriff is Brad Dourif, who's actually the voice of
awesome.
Chucky.
Yeah.
And then basically every character from House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects is basically in there. Even Joe Grizzly was in Devil's Rejects.
My boy Sid Haig, also in that movie.
Yeah, I mean the stepdad is the sheriff from Devil's Rejects, and like it just goes on. Like I like how he keeps like those same people pretty much.
And I don't even have a problem with like. A lot of people have a problem with his recasting. I don't. I like that idea. Quentin Tarantino fucking does it. Like he has a lot of
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, yeah.
Adam Sandler does it. Fucking Hubie Halloween.
Simon Pegg, right?
Before we finish, if you have not watched Hubie Halloween, because the same reason I hadn't watched it, dude, we have a drinking game for Hubie Halloween. It makes the movie a fantastic experience. So real simple. Every time he uses his thermos, take a drink. Every time he falls down, eat shit, whatever you want to call it, take a drink. Every time he gets scared, take a drink. And then if you can guess who the killer is, take a shot. And I guarantee you that movie will be a lot of fun for you to watch. So do that if you haven't yet. Hubie Halloween, Adam Sandler, recasting magician, and so Rob Zombie doesn't see. Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh,
want there to be a
in the remake, the girl who plays Annie, the sheriff's daughter, she actually plays Laurie Strode's daughter in, which one is it? I think the fourth or fifth Halloween movie from the old ones. She comes out in those as a little girl.
Well, so like I said, I've been really hard on Rob Zombie. I think this episode, but only because of this specific film. I really like his movies, man. I can't express that enough. 31, we watched it at Eve. We watched
Have
it
you
at Eve.
seen Lords
so
of
I saw
Salem?
it. I've seen everything except Free from Hell. That's the only one I haven't gotten around to yet. But when we were watching 31, the first time I watched it because we were at the bar, I watched it without sound. I mean, there's music going on, whatever. And then I went and watched it with sound, and it just holds up. It's just a great movie. So, but my thing is that again, it's a little bit biased, but I could not be a bigger John Carpenter fan. And I think when you go and look at people before us who have compared these movies, and people that have just analyzed the original Halloween, a lot of people agree it's masterful, man. The score, the cinematography, the feel, the script, it's just masterfully
pick me
done.
up.
I think. What?
Sorry, we're playing, and it's like a pretty crazy moment.
Intense stuff going on.
I'm about to die.
You know what
Yeah.
I wish the remake had? Michael's POV. When you hear the
Oh, love me some POV.
I knew it was coming, man. I knew it was coming.
right.
So did she, apparently.
Especially on that final scene where, like, when he's missing, you just hear like the breathing, like in it, like throughout like the areas that he's been into in the movie.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
get
I
out,
fucking
guys.
love that.
I'm glad that you brought that up because that's, for me, we talked about like my favorite killing. We talked about some scenes that I really love. That's the ace in the hole, man. Is the very end of the movie, where
get out, Juan.
he's going through the different locations of all the kills, all the places throughout the movie. They just boom. It's like a little flip book. 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there, 2 seconds there, and you hear his breathing getting louder, man. That moment is so much creepier and scarier and makes you really like take a step back than anything that's done in the second movie. Not the second movie, but the remake. Anything that Rob Zombie does is not as well done as that scene. And I've already said a bunch of other scenes too as well that I just don't think shows up. That being said, both movies very enjoyable. I don't know, so this is probably like the third or fourth time I watch Rob Zombie's remake. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, if I'm being honest. I don't enjoy it enough to do that, but the original I'll watch over and over and over again. I think I'm going to try to make it a Halloween tradition to watch it every Halloween. How many did all of you guys make it out?
No, just Juan and Jesus. Me and Ernie sacrificed ourselves essentially.
Nice. That's heroic of you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the end game here. Obviously, we've been going for a long time.
Can I ask a question before we end
Dude,
this?
yeah. I mean, we're getting into the end, or this isn't the end. So go ahead.
So besides the movies, the Halloweens that we covered today, what are your guys' other favorite Halloween movies, or that you would recommend for those to watch?
The 2018 remake.
Yeah. Well, it's not a remake; it's a sequel to the.
Yeah,
To the
that's
first one.
that's what I meant. I've had a lot of vodka, but the 2018 Halloween is the one that I would recommend out of everything else. But also Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2, 1981. That's a great movie too.
I actually feel that H2O was, until the most recent one, H2O was actually probably my second favorite, because that's the second time that you see, well, the third time, but like that you see a Laurie Strode return. But they fucked that one up because there's this scene where, for some weird fucking unknown reason, his face gets CGI'd in one of the scenes, and I was just like, what the fuck? But it was a good movie. It was a good little follow up to it. and LL Cool J's in it. So
LL.
Which is the one with Busta Rhymes?
that's Resurrection. That one sucked so bad.
I just remember Busta Rhymes. Like I don't really remember the movie. I just remember
Buster Rhymes
Busta.
beats the shit out of
Yeah.
Michael in that.
Dude, that part is
one
so
of the
sick.
movies. I mean, that's one of the movies I would recommend just skipping altogether. But
No.
first on that
part's
list is Season of the Witch.
Oh, I don't even consider it. To me, that one doesn't even exist. So
That movie is just, why was it made? Who greenlit it? I don't understand, but fuck that movie. All right, so
I hate the sequel to the remake so fucking much.
the Rob Zombie #2.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no, garbage.
there's a constant white fucking horse that keeps on coming out, and he had to include his wife for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Hey, she's a rocket, okay?
I'm not saying she's not. I mean,
She's alright.
but it was just unnecessary.
None of the rocket talk today for me was like, everyone involved was like a Molotov, not a rocket. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. A lot of controversy. It got very quiet. So apparently that was a cold take.
I'm going with Danielle Harris, which is the girl who plays as the sheriff's daughter in the remake.
Yeah, she out of all the girls that we talked about today, she's the hottest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Nobody else really. Well, Judith Myers in the remake. I mean, there's a reason the stepdad makes that comment to her.
She's got a hot butt. You're like, what are you doing, stepdad?
Sorry, buds, but Scout Taylor Compton.
I agree. You know what? In the remake, I actually like her more.
We can have
the way she
different
looks.
opinions.
No, we can't, Josh.
Just in the remake,
trying to
she's all
look up
grungy.
trying to look up a picture of her. I mean, I saw the movies today, but obviously it's out of context. What's her name?
Scout
Taylor Compton.
Something's happening where I fucking video called you guys.
Yeah, you did.
I'm trying to get out of it. All right.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Anyways,
I don't know.
Let's wrap it up, y'all.
I mean, I'm trying to, but I gotta fucking look at this first. Scout Taylor got it. All right. Rocket, sure. So that's gonna be the end of our Halloween stream. If you're still listening, fucking God bless you. Man, it's fucking. I mean, it was good till like 2 minutes ago, and then we fucking stopped talking about things, and I was googling something for 60 seconds.
It's because we got drunk and heyo.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Fucking, please be safe. Wear a mask. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. I mean, we were having a hard time fucking getting this together for a while because everybody had stuff to do, but it looks like that's going to be the end of that for a while. So, we guarantee one episode a week. And by guarantee, I mean about 90%. We will get you one episode a week. Obviously, stuff happens, but we're going to keep trying to get you guys one episode a week. Sometimes two if like we're feeling froggy, but at least that. Happy Halloween. Thanks for showing up again. Everybody's going to get their 60 seconds, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Alright.
Gibby, go first.
Well, it was a fun night. If anyone's doing anything there with your kids at home, make sure you just like have fun with it. Like, make sure that they continue to do something, because we're all kind of stuck here. Just enjoy it. Have fun. Going on.
All right, Juan.
Yeah, I wish you all a happy Halloween, and I hope tomorrow you guys have so much fucking fun, regardless of how shit goes down tomorrow. I know that it's, it sucks that it's going to be on a Saturday, but, it is what it is, but I'm pretty sure there's ways to make the best of it. I know I'm going to do the best that I can to have a good time and make sure that my kid has a good time for sure. So thank you all for sticking around so late too.
All right, Ernie.
This was fun. So thanks y'all for fucking joining us. We're gonna fucking keep doing this because, yeah, we like doing it. So keep joining us and fuck the free world.
Well, son of a bitch. Well, fuck Ernie. I'm just kidding.
Fucking piss you off.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys for coming out. Anyone who's out there still watching, Caesar, Michelle, fucking Michael, Heather, Ale, anyone out there who's still possibly watching us right now at fucking 12:30 at night. Really appreciate you tuning in. We really enjoy doing this. With that being said, we're super excited to go into the next following month to see what we have in store for you guys. So please keep coming in. We definitely will have some great material for you, some more jokes. And yeah, fucking happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Cheers.
Bring me
Cheers,
out,
brothers.
Jesus. I refuse to accept Ernie's.
So as always, fuck Ernie. I'm just kidding. Fuck the free world.
3-1-3.